Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel where we learn English through beautiful stories. Today, we have a heartwarming tale for you called The Sparrow's Gift. It's a story that teaches us something very special about life. Are you ready? Let's begin. Once, in a small, humble village, lived a very poor but kind-hearted man. His clothes were patched, and his meals were often scarce, but his spirit was always generous. One crisp morning, as he walked through the woods, he heard a faint, desperate chirping. Following the sound, he discovered a tiny sparrow, its delicate leg caught fast in a hunter's net. The little bird struggled, its wings beating helplessly against the coarse ropes. The man's heart went out to the frightened creature. He knelt down gently, his hands moving with slow, deliberate care. "Don't be afraid, little one," he whispered softly. "I'm here to help you." With patient fingers, he worked at the knots, loosening the net strand by strand. The sparrow, sensing his kindness, stopped struggling and watched him with its bright, black eyes. Finally, the last thread gave way, and the bird was free. Instead of immediately flying away, the sparrow hopped onto the man's finger, chirped a cheerful thank you, and then looked up at him. "Your kindness is a rare treasure," the sparrow seemed to say. "One day, I will repay you for this." The man simply smiled, watching as the little bird soared into the vast blue sky, a tiny speck of freedom against the clouds. He didn't expect anything in return. His act was one of pure, simple kindness given freely from the heart. He went on with his day, feeling a quiet joy from his good deed. A few days passed. The man continued his simple life, barely getting by. Then, one morning, as he opened his door to greet the dawn, he saw something incredible lying on his doorstep. It was a single, tiny seed, but it wasn't an ordinary seed. It glowed with a warm, golden light, shimmering as if it held the sunrise within it. He knew instantly that this was a gift from the little sparrow he had saved. It was the sparrow's promise delivered. Filled with curiosity, the man took the golden seed and planted it in his small garden. He watered it carefully and waited. To his astonishment, overnight, a magnificent plant grew from the seed. It wasn't just any plant. Its leaves were like polished emeralds, and hanging from its branches were not fruits, but gourds made of pure, shining gold. The poor man was overjoyed. His kindness had been returned 1,000 times over. He was no longer poor, but he remained humble and continued to share his good fortune with others in the village. Now, living next door to the kind man was a greedy neighbor. He had watched the entire miracle unfold with envious eyes. "If that simpleton can get rich from a bird, so can I," he grumbled to himself. He went into the woods, deliberately set a net, and soon caught a small, trembling sparrow. He untied it roughly, not with kindness, but with impatience. "Now, go," he commanded, "and don't forget to bring me a golden seed, a bigger one than my neighbor's." The sparrow flew away, and the greedy neighbor waited, rubbing his hands together in anticipation. The next morning, he rushed to his door, expecting to find a pile of golden seeds. Indeed, a seed was there, but this one was dark and dull. Believing it held an even greater treasure, he quickly planted it. Overnight, a twisted, thorny vine grew, and from its branches hung not golden gourds, but heavy, bitter melons that turned to dust in his hands. His heart was empty of kindness, and so was the seed he received. He was left with nothing but his own greed and disappointment. This story teaches us a valuable lesson, and it also gives us a great English phrase: kindness pays off. This means that when you do good things for others, good things will eventually happen to you. For example, you might say, I helped my friend study for the test, and later she helped me with my project. It just shows that kindness pays off. It's the idea that good deeds create positive results. Just like the man's kindness brought him a golden reward. Another wonderful phrase from our story is good things come back to you, which is often used as what goes around comes around. This suggests that the energy you put out into the world, whether positive or negative, will eventually return to you. In the story, the man's pure intentions brought him fortune, while the neighbor's greed brought him nothing. So, if you're always helpful and positive, you can trust that good things will come back to you in unexpected ways. So, the moral of our story today is that kindness is the richest gift of all. It's not about what you expect to get in return, but about the genuine goodness you share with the world. True generosity comes from the heart, and that is a treasure more valuable than all the gold in the world. Thank you so much for joining me today to learn English with this beautiful story. I hope you enjoyed it and learned some useful new phrases. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more stories. We'd love to have you with us. See you next time.